Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today we're going to be going over some of the top hits from the Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet era. And then at the end, I'm going to be going over some cards that I think are crazy underrated right now, and some sealed stuff that I think are very affordable, that I think are a good buy right now as well. So we got a lot to get into right now. But first, we're going to start off with some news with my boy Gengar, the new Mega Gengar SIR has been revealed, and I'm pretty freaking happy about it. It sucks wasn't in Phantasmal Flames, because if they would have put this in Phantasmal Flames with that Charizard, look out, everybody. But this is in the I forgot the name. Mega Dream, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mega Dream. That's what it is. But it looks like a crazy SAR. Reminds me a lot of the Gengar VMAX. There's just a lot going on, and everything's kind of just swirling around, but I'm excited. Gengar finally got an IR, SIR, got anything when it comes to the Scarlet and Violet, or Mega era, I guess I should say. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. If you guys didn't know, well, now you know. But so now we're going to start off with the Umbreon from Evolving Skies. So Moonbreon, whatever you guys want to call it. So this card, I think, is borderline underrated. Because, let me tell you guys, every time I underestimate this card, it proves me wrong every single time. So just 3 months ago, just 3 months ago, guys, it was mid 1300s. Now we're up in the 22 area, but now we're dropping back down to 1735, 1745, 1750. Now we're in the mid 1700s. Market price is $22.38, guys. Most recent sale is $1,800. So we're back under $2,000 by a pretty good margin, to where now I think this card is underrated. It's a mascot of the Sword and Shield era. It's one of the most iconic cards of all time, if we're being honest at this point. When this card is vintage, and when Evolving Skies, you can say that about a lot of the cards in Evolving Skies. When they go into that vintage or mid-era lifespan, these cards are going to be insane. And the nostalgia is going to be insane about it, to where, like, I think at $1,700, if you can get it for 17, especially if this keeps dropping, because you got 1735 with a reputable seller with 10,000 plus sales. Like, that's a good buyer to buy from. But I mean, every time I underestimate this card, it proves me wrong every single time. Next up, we're going to talk about the Umbreon from Prismatic. So, if for some odd reason, so this card, man, I want to say the Umbreon from Prismatic is harder to hit, but it took me legit like 3 years. Wait, no, sorry. 2 years to pull the Moonbreon, and it took me 3 ETBs to pull the Umbreon from Prismatic. Yes, I know it's all luck, but I don't really know the data points for it. So, you guys can put those in the comment section if you want. But I think the Moonbreon is more iconic than the Umbreon from Prismatic. So, but this one right now is kind of performing pretty freaking well right now. We got a couple cards listed in the 1100s, and then we're right back into the 1200s. Market price at 1204. And most recent sale about freaking 1037. Last couple sales being 1190, 1190, 1169, and 1000. Oh, that was on Halloween though. So I mean, who knows? Definitely keep an eye on this one, because like I said, this card was, check the 1 year chart, dropped all the way down to 800, right? Like 830-ish, and now we're back up into the $1,100-$1,200 range, and then in just a couple of months. So, like I said, it seems like every time we underestimate a lot of these top chases, they just prove us wrong over and over again. So now, this one is the Gengar, especially with the Mega Gengar hype being revealed. It's a great card from a popular and expensive set. I wouldn't say a great set. It is a good set, but the hit rates are terrible in it. So when you have a fan favorite Gengar, it kind of makes sense right now. Lowest listers right now are going down though. It says market price is $752, with the highest sales, with the sales being $715, $720, $842, And then 650, wow, 650 is kind of insane. But if these cards keep going down, definitely you might want to recommend picking up at least one. Make sure it's clean. Obviously, when it comes to all these cards, make sure you're getting clean copies. Now, make sure to investigate the card and look at it thoroughly. I don't recommend ever buying on this expensive of anything without having picture proof of it. But I think with the Gengar, sorry, just hit the mic, with the Mega Gengar SIR being revealed in a short amount of time, I think this Gengar VMAX from Fusion will do really well. And another one with the Rayquaza, with that Rayquaza set coming out. This card just was about 650, jumped all the way up to 700, and now we're kind of leveling out right now. But if we go look, lowest listed right now is 623, 625, 625, with the last sales being 750, 635, 712, 665. But those, I mean, this only selling probably four times in a week. So it might continue. It's looking like it's continuing to go down with market price being 693. These are well under the market price right now. So like I said, if you can get here's one, 670, still under market price. Obviously, you want to investigate that some more, but looks pretty good for the most part. Maybe that's top left corner, but you guys can do that on your own. But definitely get pictures. But like I said, with the Rayquaza, with it being Evolving Skies, with it being a really hard card to pull, if this keeps dropping, why? I mean, why not? If you have the capital, why can't I talk right now, guys? I apologize. Capital to spend on cards on the top chases, it's really not that bad of a play right now. So yeah, definitely keep your eye on this one. So this one is starting to get kind of crazy, if we're being honest. It's the Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates goes out of print in 6 months. 5 months now. So 5 months, this set's going out of print. It got all the way up to, it was selling well in the $700. Don't let that market price fool you. Last solds right now being $515, $514, $550, $550, $518. This was well into $700, guys. Like I said, don't let this market price fool you. It wasn't just at 701. It was selling way above that. But now, these are all Chinese. Lowest listed right now, we're going to go page 2 for a reputable seller. Lowest listed right now by reputable seller is 548 and then 550s all day and night. So if you can get this for market price right now, it's 563. But I mean, if you can get this, I mean, it's Bubble Mew, guys. It's one of the mascots of the Scarlet and Violet era. It's gonna be nostalgic when it comes to years down the road, and it goes out of print here shortly, and it's a fan favorite Pokemon. So if this keeps dropping for sure, because let's look at the 1 year chart, guys. This was a $191 card, went all the way up to 421, then leveled down to the 290s, then steamrolled all the way up to about 700, and now we're in the mid to low fives. So this is kind of normal. Maybe not this crazy of a growth, but right here. But if it levels out somewhere in the 500 area, just set a higher low than what it was, I mean, I don't think that's a no-brainer pickup if it keeps going down. Next up, we got the Team Rockets Mewtwo. This one I'll be a little bit more hesitant on. We're just kind of looking at it right now because it is dropping. It is a newer card. It's still in print. All that. Because who knows how many reprints and what they're going to try to do with Destined Rivals to kind of print it to the ground, is what everybody says. But it's still performing really, really strong. 1 year chart, it got all the way down to about 342, and now we're in the 500s, but it's still dropping, guys. It's still dropping pretty drastically. Lowest listed right now for reputable seller. Wow, reputable seller is $470, $5 shipping, so $475, and then we got a couple in the fives, and then we're back into the 500s pretty quickly. So keep your eye on the Rockets Mewtwo. If it keeps dropping, I was like I said, this one's kind of more tricky because we don't know what the reprint situation is going to be like with Destined Rivals, but definitely something to keep your eye on as well. Next up, we got the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade. This one's performing really well right now. Just 3 months ago, it was 270s, and now we're in the 370s, so it's gone up basically $100. But now, if you look at this, guys, market price right here, 370. Lowest listed right now is 310s. 310, 310, 310, 310. With the last sales being 313, 315, 320, 369, and then 381. So now it looks like it is dropping these past couple of days only. But like 310? Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize it was that low. But I mean, like I said, if it keeps going down, guys, it wouldn't hurt to pick 1 or 2 copies up if they're clean. If you get a good deal on them, for sure. Next up, we got the Charizard from Champions Path, just the shiny V1. So, Champions Path, not that good of a set. It's literally just the 2 Charizards, and that is it. It's getting pretty expensive. It's not being opened up a lot anymore. And it's a shiny Charizard V, and the texture is pretty nice on this card, I will admit. So, I mean, if it drops, I don't see this card dropping too much because it's an older set and it's not going to get printed anymore, obviously. But if the market comes down just a little bit, I mean, it's a Charizard. It's a shiny Charizard with some texture on it from a specialty set that I think it could be a good pickup. Next up is the Rainbow Charizard from Champions Path as well. This one I think is pretty drastically underrated. I know Rainbows don't really get too good of a rep, but it's a Rainbow Charizard. There's only a couple of these in existence. You got the Burning Shadows, this one, and the Brilliant Stars one. I could be forgetting one, but I think it's just those 3, right? If there is another one, leave it in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure this is just one of the 3 Rainbow Charizards in existence, and you can get it for sub $200. Lowest listed right now from a reputable seller is $170. So sub $200 for a Rainbow Charizard from an older set that's a really terrible hit rates. I don't see an issue with that at all. Next up, we got the Roaring Moon. So this card has kind of been on a roller coaster. Let's go ahead and look at the 1-year chart. No, it hasn't been out for a year old, but it got all the way up to 300 because it's Shinji Kanda, it's prismatic, it's a crazy hit rate, and it's a crazy art, especially if you see this in person. It's really, really nice. We got all the way up to 300, dropped all the way down to about 136. Now got all the way up to 282, and now we're dropping right now. With the lowest listed right now from a reputable seller, I said it right that time, is 225 basically. Market price is 250. Last solds being 203, 222, 236, 225, 240. So definitely keep your eye on the Roaring Moon because it's popular artists. Roaring Moon, when it comes to the, oh my God, what word am I describing? No, you got the Salamence and you got the Roaring Moon. When it comes to the alter egos, I'm blanking right now on what word I want to use, but you guys know what I'm saying. I think Roaring Moon is probably the coolest, and then just the combination of a cool artist and a really bad hit rate set. I really think Roaring Moon is really, really nice. And if it keeps dropping, I'll definitely be picking these up if they keep dropping. Especially if they start creeping back to these all-time lows. I don't really see it happening, but who knows. Next up, we got the Sunzod from 151. So this card's dropping pretty good right now, if we're being honest here. A market price is 255. Lowest listed from a reputable seller is right around that 257, 260. With the last sales being 238, 257, 251, 251. So it's 151, guys. Most popular set in the Scarlet and Violet era. It goes out of print in 5-6 months. If this card keeps dropping, I mean, how far do we really think this card is going to drop? There's a lot. 53 of them sold last week. Now, 53 copies, that's a lot of copies. Is that like the most copies? No. Most copies was 113. But in recent times, 53 is definitely the most copies that have been sold in that short amount of period. So I just don't know. I don't think this card's going to be dropping too much farther because, like I said, it goes out of print. It is 151, and it is a Charizard SIR. Next up, we got Giratina's. This is probably my favorite gold card. It's from Crown Zenith. It's so good. It's such a nice card, and it's dropping right now. That our lowest listed right now is 190. That's Japanese right there. So you got 190, 195, and 200. So it's not far from the market price. Last sold me out 202, 195, 206, 200. So As you can kind of see what the kind of how the it's going. All the older cards really aren't taking too much of a hit. They might take a little dip, but all the big movers are going to be the cards that are still in print right now. But it's it's Crown Zenith. People are really gonna be beating themselves when they didn't invest into Crown Zenith the way they should have. Because I definitely got my fair share of it. I should have gotten more. Obviously, everybody's going to say that when the investments are really good. They're going to be like, I should have got more. But I think this Giratina is so nice. And Giratina's got a decent amount of hype. I couldn't imagine if they did a Giratina SIR. Oh, that thing would be sick. Come on, Pokemon. Put that in your notepad for sure. Next up, we got some older cards that I think are pretty freaking underrated right now. They are kind of expensive, but I just think they're underrated, man. They're old SIRs. We got the Gyarados EX from Breakpoint. So it's literally an SIR because it's got the gold borders, it's got texture, it's got Manaphy and Greninja. Greninja's a fan favorite, and you get a shining Gyarados. It's one of the few the SIRs, whatever, secret rares, where you get a shining as the main Pokemon. And it's just the way this card looks in person. I mean, I got it right there. Obviously, it probably wouldn't look too good on the camera, but I got it right behind me. I absolutely love this card. I think if this card, I don't think it's going to be dropping too much, but if you get this card for under $200, I mean, just think about it. This set is at least 6-7 years old, at bare minimum 6-7 years old. So it's a really nice card. And like I said, Gyarados is one of my favorites, so I might be a little biased on it. But if you can get a super clean copy for about $200, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because like I said, you got a shiny, you got 2 Pokemon with the fan favorite Greninja, you got the gold borders, which looks so nice, and you got texture on it. I really like this card. And then this one is I can't believe how cheap this card is. It's the Alakazam from Fates Collide. So I didn't notice it. Obviously, everybody notices the Umbreon right here. For some odd reason, it took me forever to notice that there was a whole Lugia right behind him. I just thought it was, I don't even know. I just thought it was like debris. I just thought it was just something there. Didn't even realize it was Lugia. So you have Umbreon and Lugia in the same card with Alakazam, a Gen 1, not the most popular Gen 1 Pokemon, but it is a Gen 1 fully evolved Pokemon. And you got Umbreon and Lugia, which are 2 massive fan favorite cards. Lowest listed right now for near mint, it's 125. I mean, that's a steal in my humble opinion, in my non-professional opinion. If I could ever find a card that's really nice, if I can get it for about 125, even if it's super clean, it's an older card, people are going to put a premium on it for 150, I still think that's a steal. Even if they put it above the market price, if it's super clean, I will pick this card up every single time if it is super clean, for even if it's a small premium above market price. It's that good of a card. And you got 2 fan favorites in the background. So next up, we're going to go back to the Scarlet and Violet era. I'm kind of everywhere with this one right now. I probably need to speed this up a little bit. We got the Groudon, which was at one point, it probably was close to creeping up over that $100, and now it's coming down right now. Lowest listed right now for reputable seller is 85. So it's a really amazing card. It really is nice. If it keeps dropping, definitely pick it up. So we're going to go quick. Next up, the Tyranitar. This one is dropping right now. It's from Paldea Evolved. It goes out of print in 5-ish months. Lowest listed right now for a reputable seller is $60 basically. If it's a clean copy, you can get this for $60. Especially if it's super clean with the PSA 10 multiplier on these illustration rares specifically. 100%. Definitely pick these up. Next up, you got the Eevee, which was pretty expensive, and now dropping a little bit right now. Lowest listed right now from a reputable seller is 62, 65-ish range. Definitely keep your eye on this one. If it keeps dropping, definitely pick it up because it's Eevee. I mean, not everybody, but most of everybody loves Eevees because a lot of their favorite Pokemon are Eeveelutions. So this one is kind of like, it's a vintage card. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I was scrolling through. I was like, no way this card is this cheap. It's a Typhlosion Prime card. It's a promo from the Heart Gold Soul Silver era. Near mint right now. Wow, my hands just suctioned and made that noise. That was crazy. Near mint right now is $45 for a Typhlosion, which people love Gen 2. People do love Typhlosion. I promise you that. And it's a Prime with the Cosmo border, and it looks like it's coming out of the border. I mean, $45 for a card that's probably 15-ish years old. I mean, if it's near mint, I know it might have a couple whitenings on it, but for some odd reason, if you can get a clean copy, even if it's like, what was the last sale? Is there any last sale? I mean, just last month is $100 with the photo. Can we go to that photo? Oh, I'm very interested on the photo. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that centering is terrible. But, I mean, that's not bad. You got a little bit of whitening along the edges, but still, if you can get this card for around, that one was $100. I mean, it's a Prime. And it's Typhlosion. And it's a promo. If it's a clean copy, we all know how them old school promos were all bent and dinged to the smithereens, basically. So definitely, if you can get a clean copy of this card for a reasonable price, I would 100% do that. I know, like I said, I know this one's kind of an outlier. It's kind of random, but I was just scrolling through. I was like, $45 for a Prime, which is crazy. So now, we're gonna do some items that, if you're trying to open, I think these are the best way to go, especially for the ceilings in these sets. You have the surprise box. Lowest listed right now is, it's like right around like 30 some or $40. What's the market price? I'm terrible. Market price right now is $38. So it's not too far above MSRP for 4 packs of Prismatic, and you get the guaranteed promo. Like I said, if you're trying to open, I think this is the best way to go about it because you're getting guaranteed value from Prismatic, which everybody knows that's a big deal when it comes to Prismatic. I mean, $38, I think that's a no-brainer right there. And then last on the list right now is the Paldean Fates text sticker. Because like I said, this set goes out of print in 5 months. That if you can get these for $30, $35, you get 3 packs of Paldean Fates. These are going for $15 a piece. For a chance at the Bubble Mew or the Charizard SIRs, I think if you're going to open up, like I said, these are just to open. If you're going to open up some packs, I think Surprise Box for Prismatic and the text stickers from Paldean Fates are kind of the no-brainers right now. Because that's pretty cheap for the ceiling that you can pull. That when it comes to those two sets respectively. All right, guys. Sorry. I was kind of all over the place. I was kind of rambling a lot. But we got through a lot of the market and cards that I think we need to keep on a lookout. And cards that I think are underrated at the point in time. But I'm rambling. I appreciate all the love and support as always. You guys have a good night. Peace.